Hi everyone. So I wanted to do this video to tell you how I do my portfolio analysis. So I'm sharing here an Excel and I have blanked out all the picks, my picks, because what I want to just show you is the framework that I use, not necessarily the picks that I use. I would have happily shared my picks, but the problem is that with doing that, then it might be considered as advice, which I don't want to give. And also, some people may just try and duplicate my picks. So my picks are right for me, but they may not be right for you. So if you find understanding of framework good, then please watch this video. If you're just looking for picks, then this is not the right video for you. Okay, so with that, today's date is 20th February. The value of the BSE 400 index is here, and the value that was on August 1st, 20 is there. And then I also have the Nifty 100. Now, why I use two indices is that some of my stocks are in the top 100 and some of them are from 201 to 400. So I think that for the top 100, the Nifty 100 is okay. For the others, I should compare them to the BSE 400. Okay. Now, also I have the index values as on 28th January. So later you'll see why I need all these. So now I've broken my picks into a couple of categories. So one are small and mid cap picks, which do not have options. But if there was a dividend, then in the buy value, I will reduce the dividend so that it becomes a more proper return. Okay, and then there are the large cap picks, some of which have dividend, dividend and option income, because I do covered calls, and I'll be talking about that in a separate video. I also do cash covered puts to buy. So options will be discussed later, right? But for now, if you see whatever the stock was, you see various numbers here, which was the price that I bought it. If I made some money selling an option, then it'll be a negative. If I paid some money, on the option, then it'll be a positive. So that is what is the buy value for the large cap picks. Okay, then we have today's value, and we have the gain and the loss, and then the percentage gain or loss. So as you can see here, I've done quite well with some of my small cap picks, which the lowest is 33%, and the highest is as much as 145%. Okay, now here I have the date at which I bought it and the BSE 100 value on that date. So when I compare saying that my stock has done this, but what has the index done from the date I bought it to the gain of the index? So you can see that the index gains are here. And then I have calculated a ratio as to how has my stock done relative to the BSE 400 index. And then I've calculated a weighted average. And here I have for that stock, what is its market cap and what is its rank. So as you can see that my biggest stock is 165 in rank, and the smallest is 418 in rank. Okay, so now let's move on. And the overall weighted return compared to the index is 3.11. So I'm doing pretty well in my small cap picks when I analyzed it this month. Now I will repeat the analysis next month. Maybe next month won't be so good or whatever, but that's how I keep track. Then moving on to the large cap picks. So here you'll see that it is a little bit more of a mixed bag. So my gain losses have been ranging from a minus 3.02% for something that I bought quite recently, to something like 30% for something that I bought in September. And if I compare it with the index, these are the kind of figures for the index. Here, yeah. So actually now these first two are the same stock, but I bought different lots, one on 29th October and one on 28th January. So you can see the 29th October lot relative to the index, I'm doing a little badly, while the 29th, 28th January lot, I'm doing a little better. And then these kind of give you, again, the market caps and ranks. So here my overall weighted return to the index is about 0.57. Now this is just an indicator. I have to go stock by stock, and I've done some fundamental research on trying to see whether I like the stocks or not. So based on their momentum and their performance relative to the index, I may take some decisions to exit or to carry on holding. But the bias will be to carry on holding because I bought them because I thought they were good long-term companies. Okay, so that's this. Then I have some stocks which I have on the radar, which I want to add to my portfolio, because as you can see, I have 5 stocks here and 7 stocks here, so 12 stocks. So I want to add these 7, so that will have 19 stocks. So again, I've identified these based on fundamental analysis and my view, but I then want to see how they've been performing, relative to the index and so on and so forth. So again, I do the same kind of analysis. So I see the price as on August 1, the price on February 28th, what has been the gain loss, how has that been relative to the index, what is the market cap, what is its rank, and then the price on January 28th, what's the 1 month gain been, and what is the rank. So now if you see this stock, it has done 2.92 times better than the index in this period from August 1 to February 28th. But recently, it is down 1.25 times. So it's actually down, and it's this thing. So now this could tell me something. So I can examine, so is this a fundamental company? Why is it down? If I like it. And then it can help me set the price targets on how I would like to buy these stocks. So that's all in this particular session. And I hope you found it useful. So I'm now going to do a video on what are my trades for options and for buying for the month of February, which I put in as GTT orders. Thank you very much for listening to me.